Okay, Melanated Minds, we got a special guest today. We're joined by a man who is moving to his own rhythm, taking things into his own hands, helping the community in his own unique way. Right now we're here inside Box Park in Croydon, talking to the man, the myth, the young legend, Ringo Vision.
How you doing?
What's going on, brother? Thanks for joining us.
No, thank you for inviting me.
Definitely, we had to, man. I mean, one thing for us is that we're all about the community,
Right.
which you are all about the community.
100%.
And another thing is that we want to be able to bridge gaps and help in any way which we can.
Right.
You get what I mean? So I saw that you're a man.
And no matter what you're doing in life, you can never be doing it all or too much where there's space for help. There's always room for help.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Within what I'm doing, it's a community base, and we need the community to be
We
involved
do.
and be a part of this movement, because it's not just what I'm doing is not just about myself, but it's about everyone. It's about humanity. Humanity is important, and humanity matters, everybody. Yeah. So everyone that's
Definitely.
watching today, just remember that you matter, and we're all special in our own unique way. Within time, we'll find our way and find our paths, and we'll go through journeys and challenges. I was able on my journey to hear a voice, and the voice was just resonating to me over and over.
Like a calling. Almost.
Yeah, it's something that I tried previously, and years later, it just jumped up. So like, for instance, last year, June, is when it just came.
When something clicked for you.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. It might be the summertime energy. It might be the sun. You're melanated king, so you know the energy is strong. You get what I mean?
Man.
But I want to know about your backstory. I want to know about where it all started for you. And so, could you tell me a bit about your upbringing, how that was for you?
Okay, so my upbringing here in the UK or in Jamaica.
I mean, so your journey actually started in Jamaica.
Yeah,
that's where you was born.
That's the place of birth. Yeah.
Okay, so what parish was you born in?
Clarendon.
Clarendon. Okay.
Yeah. Countryside.
Countryside. That explains a lot. That's gonna make sense into even how you help the community. And then when did you move to the UK?
I moved to the UK around
Around 8 years old.
9 years old. Yeah.
How was that move for you personally? Going from one environment where you're the majority to even in this community.
It was a major shift. Just jumping forward.
Yeah.
Like, I tell you how major it was, because when I got into the house that was here in the UK, like got from the airport, just fast tracking a little bit.
Literally from when you arrived here.
Yeah.
And you
So when I got into the house, why it was big, just to show you, like, I asked to use the bathroom, but I went upstairs. But I couldn't find but one flight of stairs.
Yeah.
But because of never using a flight of stairs before, didn't know how to get back down the stairs. So that
shows the shift.
Yeah.
Itself.
And it was only literally like, you go up the stairs and the bathroom door's on the right. But there's another stairs going up. When I came up the bathroom, I didn't know whether I came up or came down.
From the top or came from the bottom.
I just saw another stairs going up, and I was in a little landing.
Almost like a maze with your young mind, your young self.
Literally, so coming from Jamaica was, it was a change, it was a shift. My mum was previously here before me, my brother, and my sister came here.
Yeah.
So she came here 3 years prior.
Yeah.
And like, she worked for like that 3 years, and like, she
laid the foundations.
And then she just saved their money, and she sent for all of us at the same time.
Amazing.
And then,
God bless Mumsy.
Yeah, God bless Mumsy. But to this day as well, she's a nurse.
Yeah.
She serves her duty as a nurse.
Yeah.
So that's part of it as well, because of my mum's path as well, where she's just a people's person that for the community, like, she's been a nurse all her life. So I've found myself at this point in my life working with the community.
Yeah.
But
I guess healing in your own way.
definitely.
Yeah. Not for the NHS, but you got your own foundation.
My own way, yes.
Yeah. That's
Definitely.
amazing. That's
Definitely.
amazing. And obviously, of course, you help out the community in a large way when it comes to, I guess, feeding and nurturing the community and giving everyone nourishment in one way, shape, or form.
Right.
Why that way specifically for you?
Because humanity matters. Humanity matters. And love is everything.
Yeah.
And it's never too much, it's in abundance.
Yeah.
It's something that's we're all meant to try and latch onto it. No matter where we are or what point we are in, what position we're in, we're all meant to latch onto that.
Yeah.
And that universal love is not from you making me feel a type of way. It's just something that's just here. Do you know what I mean? And because it's here, I feel like when some have it more than some are aware of the awakening of
Like,
it, I feel like we should share it.
Yeah, like when you have enough, then give back.
Yeah, and I feel like within life with myself, I just feel like I have a lot of time to give to people.
Yeah.
I have a lot of time for people.
That's beautiful, man.
Like I have,
For real.
like literally, like me personally, I'll have time for you if you allow me to give you time.
Yeah,
That's it, literally. Because if I'm on my journey and I'm traveling and just out of hindsight, we just met up within work or whatever we're doing, and we was talking. That's me. Like I'm a person that I'll give the time to. Let me talk to that guy. That guy is. Have a conversation, and before you know it, we could be talking for an hour.
And that's the power of human connection, I guess, which so many maybe look past nowadays.
And I just feel like communication and connection is important because, like, we communicate with ourselves in many different ways before I communicate with you.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because for me, my journey is very spiritual, and you know me as Ringo.
Yeah, yeah.
But Ringo also has a version of him that's guiding him as well. That's also on that mission as well.
Yeah.
And also, within inside of that, there's like the all, which is where like the love, the fire, and everything is coming from. So it's never from outside of here that I'm just using my hands and choosing to do what I'm doing.
It's coming from internal.
Yeah, it's just that desire to just let it come out, like dash it out. You know, like if
almost like you're just allowing yourself and submitting to just be the funnel for the energy.
Do you know what it is? It's actually. It's part of a feeling. It is part of a feeling because you feel you like you know, like we're here and the elements are here. So and we've got our senses. So the intuitions work with all of that. Yeah. So it's all part of a feeling as well from inside. So you know what? I'll get up here and I'm like, nah, I want to feed some people today.
Yeah.
And it comes out.
And I wanted to actually ask you about that, about the motivation. Like, how do you stay motivated to just wake up like that? Like, how do you stay motivated?
I feel like it's like what I was saying. It's part of the feeling. It's part of the feeling, and just I feel like I've held on to the journey for so long that it is what it is. It is the journey, and it is the path. It is the road that I'm on. Yeah. So even if I was to, like, let's say for instance, I wasn't here and I was somewhere else, I'll still manipulate what I was doing, which I'll do the same thing.
Okay.
So
in any form that you were,
in any form that I'm placed in right now, or any environment that I'm placed in, or any position that I'm placed in, my concept will always be the same.
Yeah.
It will always be for the people. It will always be community. It will always be humanity. That will never change.
Yeah.
It will never differ from there. It could be like my journey. Never ever started off with food.
Yeah.
Like it started off with media, me holding the camera, taking pictures, photographer, video recording, musicians, but it was always for the people.
Yeah. So this is a natural part of your evolution.
It's a natural transition.
Yeah.
That's just brought me where I am now.
And so, like, do you come from a culinary background? Because I mean, I've seen the food that you make.
When you say culinary, like Jamaican background.
So in regards to, how did you learn how to cook so well? Like, where did you get these recipes from? Like, where is it all stemming from?
So look, let's go back to the beginning again. Yeah. So
the people know, we're going to be bouncing through time right now.
I was born in Jamaica. So I was born on a farm as well.
You was born on a farm as well. Okay.
Yeah, a sugarcane farm. Yeah. And on that sugarcane farm, there was an agricultural value that we had, that we kept to the essence of still growing your own fruits and vegetables. So like my great grandparents, we planted yam, cassava, dasheen, we had coconuts as well.
Yeah.
Cabbage was the main thing that we planted, and we got pop chow.
Tell what is that? What is that?
Pop chow is it's a vegetable.
Yeah.
But it's very good. It's like a cabbage, but a long cabbage.
Okay.
So the nature from the cooking, my dad also, he makes Dutch pots.
Okay. So it's
I
really the healing and the cooking and the food
So
from
I
both
feel
your
my dad,
your mum and your dad's all starting to make sense now.
My dad always used the fire because he had to melt. He's like an alchemist.
Yeah.
So to use
To forge it and
to make pots and whatnot, and then with my great grandparents, their backgrounds are farmers, but my great grandfather also had a church on the land as well.
Okay.
So
So that kind of laid your spiritual foundations as well.
So there was a traditional value that we had to have growing up as well, like on the spiritual belief.
Yeah.
That's something that we had to participate with as kids growing up. I came from a big family, so everyone was grown like we was in one big house.
Yeah.
Because my great grandparents, they had like 13 kids.
Wow.
Grandmother and granddad. So it was like
reminding me of my own family as well.
So it's like a big family. So you know, food was a must.
Yeah. It's bringing everyone together.
People, enough food to cook.
Yeah.
Only food to cook.
Yeah. There's no cooking for one. There's no cooking for one.
And our yard was one of them yards that an outsider could come and eat food as well. It wasn't one of them yards where you go there and you can't get a food. Because you know Jamaica, it's a village as well.
Yeah.
It's still a village. It's not
people
like a town.
really believe in it takes a village to raise a child.
It's a
theory
village
and mentality.
Yeah, man. So I feel the food was just a part of the essence of both sides, mum, dad, but even grandparents. They had their own values to food because they were farmers, and you know what I mean. So even at the time of reaping their agriculture, for the sugarcane, it was every April, so it was once a year.
Okay.
So you'd have had a lot of people on the land cutting sugarcane, and at that time, so within that week or that month of cutting sugarcane, there would have been big, massive pots out in these fields cooking. I'm talking about big pots. With some wooden spoon that spoons that are built. That are carved from like some wood.
The spoon is so big, it was carved out.
Long, something spoon. Because it's soup, isn't it?
Yeah.
Always rice and whatnot. Yeah. I did come from that family where cooking was a thing.
And is there any stories in particular from that time that really stood out to you? Any personal stories that stood out to you along that time that you can say, you know what, that instance that happened that time, that is something that I look at, I'm like that, and that really stood that day and that.
I would just say, over there. Where we referring to? What are we referring?
God fearing.
Are we referring it to?
Oh. Where are we referring to?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said what hearing. Okay. Well, I'm referring to literally your life. So it could be a time with your family that you can say, you know what, when I saw mum or dad do that,
okay,
that stood out to me. Like a personal story or memory.
Okay, a personal story to me is like I broke my arm. When that happened, so, and
how old was you at the time?
It was like about 11, 12 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
So when it happened, it was, it made everything stop. So it made me get back into myself in the sense of, not that I wasn't grounded before, but it gave me more of an understanding of myself because everything stopped. I had to stop doing what I was doing because this arm was like literally it broke in half.
Yeah.
So I've got a metal plate in my arm at the moment. So when it broke. But what it did for me, it made me take time out, and for about 3 years, I was always just in a meditation state. Like, I used to find myself out in nature for about 3-4 years.
Yeah.
And I had 4 hours at a time for a day. And I would just go through the motion of just chilling, vibes. And I feel like a lot of that chilling and vibing brought to myself. I was able to get within myself and, just tune in with myself.
So where you came to that standstill, you were able to connect further with yourself and disconnect from maybe a lot of distractions.
Especially spiritually as well. And a spiritual moment that I had at the time was, I remember it, like I was there.
Yeah.
And I was just, I got into like I was just sitting there, meditating. While I was meditating, I found myself climbing up these stairs. And I was just climbing up these stairs, climbing up these stairs, but these stairs weren't going nowhere. I was
almost like a treadmill of stairs.
Yeah, literally. And then, as I was walking and just going, I got into this room. And when I got into this room, I heard a voice, and the voice was talking to me. And that's when things started to open up to me in the sense of clarity, because I was able to hear things now.
Yeah.
I was literally able to just hear everything. Everything fine-tuned around me, I could hear it. Yeah. And I could literally see it as well. I could hear it and I could see it. I could see it clear. And everything that I was doing, I knew that I was supposed to be doing. And everything that I'd done that I weren't supposed to do, like I could feel the glitch within inside of myself, like knowing that you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
So there was something that resonated inside of me, even to this day. Like
it's almost like a deep sense of clarity into what I should be doing and what I shouldn't.
So it's just a balance. Like for me, things has to have a balance.
Yeah.
And for my personal life, most definitely.
Yeah.
And for the life around me, 100%. But for the world that evolves around me, we have to work towards it.
Yeah.
And that's why we're on this journey today.
Wow.
Because the world around us has to be balanced.
Yeah.
And it has to be there's an ordained happening right now on the earth, and it's to put the love in. And this year for me is all about love.
Yeah.
It's all about sharing the love. It's all about resonating the love, and it's all about taking it out of prison.
Yeah.
Some of us has gone on journeys that have traumatized us, that has deemed us to even wanting to be alive. But say to people that's watching right now, you need to go and get your key. You've got your key. You need to pick up your key and you need to open up that door. Yes. And you need to let light come in and let love come back out.
Own skeleton key that can open all your doors.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's in there. And what's happened, it's been tarnished. And some of us has lived a life from the start, and it's just like, what? Why was I here? But we need to open that door. Yeah. When we open that door, you will get your sense of purpose, and that sense of purpose is ordained from the Most High.
Wow.
Powerful. It's universal, and we're in a world that's trying to tarnish love.
That specific connection and that key to that door.
The key to that door. And that's why a lot of people walk around and anything can make them feel happy.
Yeah.
Because you want to feel just a sense of comfort, sense of value, sense of purpose. Wow. Why people sit there and they'll stroll and scrolling just to find purpose, just to find joy, just to find
looking externally for the purpose and the joy.
People them watching now, look, the purpose, you're the purpose, and there's a bigger purpose that lies within inside of us, but you have to listen to it, and you have to in tune with it. It's not from this place. It's not from here, but you're from here. We're from here, but your biggest self, what I would say, like your spirit, your being, whatever you want to call it, it's not from here. Yeah. And all we're doing is having a physical experience. I can play with this mobile phone. Look, we can shake hands. And I can feel your hands are cold.
Yeah. That's the physical experience.
But what's inside that's doing that? What's doing that? What just done that? Yeah. What just make us shake hands? What's making us having this conversation?
What's making us connect today?
What's making us connect
time?
Right now?
Yeah.
What's the force behind it?
That's what people need to be more in tune with.
Right.
So I want to lead that directly into the work that you've been doing in this community in Croydon, and how that came about, and what's connecting you to this community here in Croydon, which you've helped so much as the other communities as well. I feel also how Croydon has responded to your help.
I feel where I am is where the help is needed and where I'm placed, because it's not, I'm not choosing to be like, yeah, let me start here in Croydon. It's just where
It's natural gravitation.
it's a natural gravitation. And also as well, that natural gravitation has pushed me to other areas as well. And also the mission from even initially where this actually begun. And we started off as, I'm gonna cook for the homeless for 10 weeks. That's what it literally was all about.
That's how it started.
That was the initial self task.
Yeah. So
know?
it started with just 10 weeks.
Yeah.
That was it.
So it started off getting up one morning, and the voice that I told you that I was hearing, and I heard it, and I went out one day, and conversation crossed with a guy, and me and him was talking, and we was talking, and I was telling him, you know what it is? I feel like I'm gonna be feeding the homeless people, and taking on a journey in helping the homeless.
And it was just a feeling at this point.
Yeah, and it was just a voice that I was following as well. So when I told him that, he said, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm serious, man. I'm just what I'm gonna do." He said, "Let's go down to the market." And we went down to the market, and he spent £200.
And this is your first time.
First time.
Wow.
So.
And this is all natural produce.
It was no. But what I'm trying to say, the guy, it wasn't like we spoke about nothing. We randomly met.
Oh, okay.
We randomly met.
So you and this brother didn't know each other.
We randomly met.
And you just
he
came
spent
together.
£200.
Yeah.
And he said, "Yeah, man, kick off the mission."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we bought boxes of meat, rice, everything. And I think that evening started cooking.
Wow. And so, did you go straight into the Croydon community then? That was it? You was in the community? And what have you learned from serving this community? What have you learned about it? That you, like, things that you can take, that you're going to take on with you throughout your life, personally?
I've learned that people are lonely, tired, frustrated, and fed up.
Yeah.
And I've also learned that people are trying, they're working, they're not giving up, and they wanna go.
Yeah.
You know, so I've learned a 360. Maybe there's loads more to learn, but from what I've grasped being here in Croydon, I've seen homelessness from many different angles, and not to be judgmental or trying to be judgmental with anyone. There's a cause and effect with whatever we do in our lives and whatever journey we decide to take. And somewhere down the line, we are where we are.
Yeah.
At the point of now. Do you understand? And some I've met are through drugs, are through alcohol, are through mental health, just through
different walks. There's loads of different walks of life.
Just people not even knowing that it could have happened. Like, you know, like missing payments from this and missing payments from that, and it's just hit rock bottom.
The domino effect.
The domino effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So it can happen to anyone. But one thing I do want to say to the people is that there is a lot of need for help and support within our communities, and not just Croydon. I've gone outside of Croydon and I've seen that it's a similar, also again, domino effect. Yeah. May not be in the same way, may not be the same type of people, but I could imagine across the road, homelessness, you see it in multiple different forms.
Yeah.
As you go across the board. I'm here in the UK, so I could imagine here in the UK, experiencing it through cold weathers, cold conditions.
Yeah.
You go to another country like the Caribbean, like Africa, maybe Asia, it may be different. Yeah. Totally different.
But there'll be those similarities.
And within those communities, it could be classified as poverty, not even homelessness. And that's the levels of it as well, where how people put this into brackets.
Different, like the boxes.
The boxes. But there is need for help out here. My mission personally is to help 1 million people. So far on the journey, I've been able to help 13,000 plus people.
Wow,
like
amazing.
Almost 14,000 people.
Big.
Thank you. I initially started off on 10 weeks.
Yeah.
And the 10 weeks led to doing a marathon.
Yeah.
marathon led to like literally from the marathon, yeah, it was just that the urge and it came and said, yeah, we can go feed 1 million people.
That's almost like the other side of the domino effect as well that you're talking about.
Literally.
You did mention balance earlier on, and
Yeah.
there's always that balance. So we've mentioned the domino effect of how one negative thing can lead to another.
Right.
But also now you're showing me how one positive thing, like a 10-week challenge almost,
Yes.
has led on now to so much more.
And I've had like friends that's come in when they can on the journey as well to support, to help, to be there out there with me, helping, serving food, just to support, moral support as well.
Yeah.
So I've had friends like, as you can see, like I've got two people there.
Yeah.
And Fendi's there, Kerry's there, Sue's there.
Amazing, man.
They've been
Amazing.
supporting on the journey as well, like since I've been on the journey. So they've been coming out as and when they can. Do you know what I mean? So I've got moral support from people in the community since I've been doing it. I've had people that's come out and handed out like knives, forks, plates. Even
the cutlery that people need.
Even ingredients. This hat that I'm wearing is from like Terry. Terry came over from
the
Spain.
Ringo Vision hat. Yes.
Yeah, Terry brought that over as a gift.
Yeah.
Like my first Ringo Vision hat.
Bro, like you're doing such great work, and I'm seeing so much people on your side and giving you support in different types of ways. How is the council in this community? Are they supportive of your mission? How are they responding to it?
In all honesty, like basically, I've just been issued like a notice like just about 24 hours ago, literally, and it's a notice to be that I'm not allowed to be cooking in Croydon anymore.
So wait, you're telling me?
So look,
the council, council,
so they've served it
have
through
said that you can't cook anymore, and you're feeding their homeless community. So it's almost like you're picking up the slack.
So this is
what they should be doing.
So
and
just look at that letter.
So wait, they're saying that by you feeding, what it says here is by you feeding their homeless community, they're classing that as antisocial behaviour.
Basically.
That's what I'm seeing right now. That's insane.
So what they want to do, they want to do a 7-year ban with me.
They want to do a 7-year ban on you feeding their community that need it.
In all of this area. They're giving me a map.
So they gave you a map of the whole of Croydon.
The whole of Croydon.
That is insane.
So
that is crazy.
So literally this is like the mission that I'm on. There are fights, there are struggles.
Yeah.
But I keep going, and that's one of the that's the biggest thing that's ever come up.
Wow.
Because obviously like the people here, even regardless of me going to other communities, but Croydon is where I would always come back and just help that community and help the homeless people that are here. You know what I mean?
And to be honest, if their community is up against a council that would ban such good work, then it shows how much they actually need it. The fact that they're going up against this, they're going up against a council that is almost stopping them from being fed.
Yeah, literally. So one of my main aims and goals to try and achieve like really quickly is like a food van.
A food van, okay.
So literally I can maneuver around the outside of Croydon or be delivering food, but also just
mobile.
Just be around the country, the whole country, and just be traveling up and down the country, around the country. Could be in Scotland, could be in Wales, could be in Manchester, wherever, literally, and just be providing the services and spreading the love across the country.
Definitely. And to be honest, I think that's a mission that we're all gonna get behind. You understand? Is that, like you said, Ringo Vision needs to be mobile.
No, 100%. We need to be mobile because even especially I need to go to the authorities to
of course,
fight this as well.
Yeah.
At the same time, we do need to be mobile because we just need to get out there, guys, and the world needs us, and
Definitely.
it's important. Humanity is important, and the food as well is important. There's a lot of people that I've been feeding. Sometimes I've been eating for like days.
Yeah.
And it's not just the food, but the food is very essential and important in building them back up and giving them back hope. And then while you're eating, we're working on interventions of like clothing, essential hygiene products.
Especially at this time of year, with how cold it is and the
Definitely.
cost of living.
And also, it's some of these individuals just need someone to speak to talk to give them some advice and give them that courage as well. And that's what our mission is there. It's not just about giving you a plate of food and then leaving you and go about our business and we're gone again. We're here to actually rekindle that love,
Yes.
to build something
Definitely.
that has been broken down. I'm not going to say that it wasn't here because it's here.
Yeah.
Everyone has it, but some it's really been tarnished and it's really been broken down. So we're here to we're here to mend it.
Yeah. And I guess that's the goal for the vision for the future is that it's not just about, it's gonna expand into mental health, physical well-being, and also I guess just helping the community in multiple ways.
It's all about life, isn't it? And it's all about being here and appreciating being here. So I appreciate being here.
Yes. And we appreciate you being here.
Thank you. And my journey here, also in life, I appreciate it because I just feel like we're all special. We're all a part of this special journey, and how we can do is just to help where we can. And helping is not just about money, food, clothes. Helping is about the words and the kindness that we spend, that we spend, the words that we change with each other, the time that we spend with each other, social bonding.
Yeah, so that's like love is the most powerful currency.
It is, and it's a 360. It's chatting, it's laughing, it's joking, it's namming food, it's playing games. It's whatever you want to do within that day that's bringing joy. That's what it's all about. And everybody have their own little joy. You might see a man having fun and you say, "Oh, that's foolish, that's an idiot," but man, I have fun though. He's not bothering nobody. So you have to let him and make him have his fun.
How do you feel about the work you've done so far, and what do you want your lasting legacy to be?
The lasting legacy is to complete feeding the million and
1 million.
1 million.
1 million. Let's go.
I feel like when we complete this 1 million, I feel like that's when we can expand. And within that journey, we're already expanding now, but I mean like to expand where there's like a domino. We're using dominoes now. Double six on the board, people, so look, we have to use a domino effect, so look, we've got a double six on the board, people, and it's just knocking over everything.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what we want to do. Like, we basically just want to have, like, to feed the million people, to spread the awareness, to change the world. Why not think to change the world?
Let's go.
To change the world and to change the mindset of just how we see things and how we look at things. And I would just want to say, work is very important. It's very important for us to work. But what are we working for and who are we working for? And why are we working as well? And does it even serve the cause and the purpose? That's another thing that we have to ask ourselves as well. And are we even working too hard for the wrong things as well? That's another thing.
If we don't really see it paying off.
And paying up, even when you say paying off.
And not financially.
Even when you say paying off, it's like, how does it make you feel? Like, things have to make us feel overwhelmed. Like, you have to feel really joyful after. Do you know what I mean?
So like, you're saying that when people are working every day, Monday to Friday, it's not enough to just say, "Oh, I'm paying the bills." It also must be serving your soul, feeding your soul as well.
It's meant to be feeding your soul. You can't be just getting all the side effects from work. And this is what a lot of people here in the UK are receiving. They're receiving the side working. You're not getting the joy out of it, you're getting the side effects. And the side effects,
the symptoms.
The symptoms is the mash down, the pop down, and getting ill quickly. The lifestyle changes. It very much changes, where you become complacent. But I just want to say to people, you have to jump back into yourself and just, you understand, bring that joy back out.
100%.
Nobody work too hard, you understand? And there's tiny little things to create joy. Find your tiny little thing and just be happy. And cut through, because life is just like, it is too short to fuss about the wrong things and fuss about the things that does not elevate us. Like, we need to be elevated every day.